And they're called power bins. Power bins. Put simply, power bins are just folders which are accessible across every single project within Davinci Resolve. So that includes your current projects, any future projects you haven't even started yet, and any older projects you've already completed. And they're awesome. So first of all, let me show you how to enable them. And it's dead quick and easy. From the edit page within Davinci Resolve, simply open up your media pool, top left hand corner if you haven't got it open already. Then from the top right hand corner of your media pool, you'll see these three little dots. Give that a click, come down to the bottom option, show power bins, and give that a click. You only need to do that once in one project to enable power bins across all projects. Then, from within your media pool, you'll now see a new area on the left called Power Bins, and you'll have a master bin within there. Simple. So now, whenever you open the media pool in any project, you'll see this Power Bins folder, and anything you put within this Power Bin will be accessible from all of those projects. So, how do you add media? Well, you add media in exactly the same way that you'd add any media when starting a project within Davinci Resolve. So at the moment, my power bin is empty. If I want to add some footage in there, I can right click and then go to import media and then import the media in the same way that I usually would. Alternatively, if you're already in an existing project like I am here, if I go to my standard media pool, let's just grab one of these clips and I can just simply drag it over to my power bins. Release. Now these clips are available within this power bin on all projects. Alternatively, you can actually just grab footage directly from your timeline and drop it straight into your power bin. And then again, that will be available from everywhere. If you want to stay organized within your power bin, if you right click, you can go to new bin, and this creates a new bin or folder within your power bin. So you can call this music, for example, and then import all of your music. Or an alternative way, the way I like to do it, let's just remove that bin. Outside of Davinci Resolve, I've got a resources folder set up, and within there, I've got a couple of folders like music, sound effects, and VFX. If I highlight all of those folders, click, drag, and drop them over here on the far left, just underneath power bins, it will not only import the files that are within those folders, it will create bins for me as well to help me stay organized. Now, a quick note about that and power bins in general, that's not a live folder. Once you've imported them into your power bins, if you add anything to that folder on your hard drive, it won't automatically be included or updated within that power bin. So you will then need to drop any new files into the power bin. It's also worth noting that nothing actually exists within Davinci Resolve. All we're doing is we're telling Resolve where these files live. So if you was to move the files or delete them from your hard drive, it would break the link, break the power bin within Resolve itself. So I find it much easier to set up a resources folder which never moves. I can put all of my images, PNGs, music, sound effects in one place, and then it's really easy to drop them into my power bin. Cool, that's your media sorted, but you can also use power bins for things like adjustment clips, titles, effects, and even color grades. How? Easy. So let's say I grab a title, any of these, let's go with a center reveal. We'll give it a click. In the inspector, let's change the text to something else like MrAlexTech. We can change the font, do whatever we want to this. Then if we want to save this so we can access it in future projects, simply go to File within the inspector, top right hand corner. Give this a name, so I'm just going to call this MrAlexTech. Then we can grab that title from the timeline and just drop it directly into my power bin. That will create this MrAlexTech title. And then from any project, we can just grab it, pop it on our timeline like so. Now there is actually a better way of saving titles, which I've made a video on in the past. So stick around to the end to catch that. Now you can do the exact same thing with adjustment clips. So let's say this adjustment clip had a bit of a zoom, change the position slightly. If we had applied any effects to this adjustment clip, if we'd done any color grades to this adjustment clip, everything would be stored within this clip. This one at the moment is just a simple zoom. So let's go to File and we're going to call this Zoom. And then once again, we'll drag, drop it into our power bin. We can delete it off our timeline. And then whenever we need that quick snap zoom, we can just grab it from our power bin and off we go. I've been quite untidy, so let's make a new bin and call this effects, and we'll just drop these within here like so. Now I'm just going to create a brand new project, and as you can see, I've got my power bin, I've got my music, my sound effects, my VFX, and my effects, and within there I've got a MrAlexTech title. Drop it straight onto the timeline, hit play, and job done. See, power bins are awesome, but they do have their limitations. For example, you can't save timelines, multicam clips, compound clips, or fusion compositions into power bins, but pretty much everything else, you're good to go. You can even save subclips in there, which is incredibly useful. If you've never heard about subclips, click on this video here to watch a video about them. But if you want to know how to save titles properly into the effects library, watch this one instead. Thanks for watching though, take it easy. I'll see you next time. Bye.